on the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this
Views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is the home of college sports. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. There he goes.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The throw, complete out left to Wilson. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Handoff for Ball. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And that's something you're always worried about. The first drive, it's a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshman settling in a tough environment, on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career. There's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside, and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. But as a play caller, you've got to help this young quarterback out now. You have to run the ball. You've got to find him some easy completions to get his confidence back. Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. Makes the catch. It's Washington. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Here's a give to Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throwing, Williams. Unloads it left. He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move, he fires. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. A pretty good job by the coverage unit. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Quick completion on the out. At the 45 on his way. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Makes the catch. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying to run, it's Ball. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, you talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had, these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy
turning it on. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He wants to change this route. Throwing right. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Sends it back in motion. Williams. Catch in the middle. It's Carr. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score adjustments here at halftime.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
It's complete to the right. He's brought down good pickup on the play, but not quite to the 15-yard line. That's where he had to get for the first down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Husky. A great catch in the end zone. When he let that go ahead and signal touchdown. He knew it was signal.
And most of the time you hear about those 50-50 balls out wide. Nowadays, with these guys that are so big and strong and so good at going and getting the ball, it's more like 80-20. And you can see just so hard to defend the fade route.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. And the returner will be knocked down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Jones to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. He'll throw it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Good call. Good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's to get the ball.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Jones wants to throw it. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On the move. Could be an alley. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to run with ball. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Now Washington uses his third timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams. That one comes out hot down the right side. A 50-50 ball, and he just out-fought the defender and made the catch. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Williams will pass. Throws for the tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And how about this young fella who's slinging the pill, man? His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Throw to the right side. That's Wilson. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Jones to throw. Finds his man. It's Pryor. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do the right thing. And that's exactly what's happening on this drive.
As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that Bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 22 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's South Carolina with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Booster. He might want another play. Go. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go with Washington. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And, man, when I was in school, man, you didn't really work on 4th down. Like, 3rd down was a big priority. Nowadays, so many people going for it. This is the 2nd time they've gone for it already. First time they were successful, but defense prepared, ready to rock and roll. They make the play, and they get the turnover.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Jones wants to throw it. The short hands, it's Pryor. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Gators are in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll pull it down and run. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Here comes the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Jones to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Touchdown, Florida! They take the lead here in the second half.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Williams to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. He uncorks one deep. Finds a spot in the middle. Off to the races. The 10. Touchdown, Huskies. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Steamrolls his way ahead. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Here's Jaden one more time. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Jones wants to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The run inside. It's Pryor. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to take a shot. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run in the red zone. It's Ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Looking for a push on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. Ball again. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
What a great play by the defense. When you talk about this running back, he's got a nose for the end zone. He just finds a way. You've seen that a couple times already early in this game, but defense wasn't having any of it that time.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Jones to throw. Looking to scramble. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And they've regained the lead.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Got enough for the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. him after a minimal pickup.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Breaks into the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, that's exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in a game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
It's good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied up.
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the 4th quarter.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Here's Jaden one more time. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, running the ball there and getting the 1st down is big. You've got 3 timeouts, and this might be a place where you want to just use one here. Catch your breath and get your plan of attack on.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. The Gators will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throwing, Williams. The quick out. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
And he'll be brought down. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Williams. With the catch, it's Washington. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 of the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. 1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Run in the red zone, it's Washington. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Quarterback will keep it. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they grab the lead here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to...
Might have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Gets it to the back. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Jones wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. What a grab with one hand. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Just a terrific effort to make the one-handed grab, but he couldn't get past the mark.
Well, how about how easy he made it look? Just sticks the mid up in the air. I know he didn't get the 1st down, but just no big deal. Just I've done this before. You know, another day at the office.
3rd down, and they need a touchdown to stay in the game. Pulls and fired complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice job by the defense there on that RPO play on 3rd down. They didn't bite on the run fake. They were anticipating the offense throwing the football, so they laid back, made the tackle, and now they set up 4th down.
4th down, and here's the ball game right here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He caught it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll try to run with ball. Touchdown, Florida! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. They'll give it to Ball. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Gators! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. You've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
Throws to the tight end, and they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Quarterback making checks. Williams. It's complete to the left. Bust through behind his pad. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll try to run it with Washington. Touchdown, Husky! That ties it up here at double OT, and now they can win it.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I've got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be